Dear Dr. Grill Brickstone, ND. All I need is Emitride, so I can stop losing my mind and stop getting into my temper.
You gotta stop doing the syndrome. I hate you embarrassing yourself.
I need you to do me a prescription for Emitride and Panafrin.
Potentially dangerous side effects could occur.
Potentially mind-straightening effects can occur too, right?
There are two pieces to it. One is the framework of it. The idea of a person who is gives up everything, kind of believes in the power of pharmaceutical marketing as their spiritual guide. And to me, this came up because a friend of mine worked at a magazine right about the time it became legal the first time it became legal to advertise on prescription drugs to everybody. There were letters that people would write in, you guys ought to be commended, one of them started. And this magazine was really just a coupon book for prescription pharmaceuticals. And I wondered who was it that looks at this coupon book like their scripture. And so that's where the sort of framework came from. The other piece is the character.
My girl, she real. If I ain't gonna be mentally excellent, then they never gonna let me get my own place with Felicia with a bathroom sink and a bed.
See, my bitch, she be rolling it.
Why you call your girl a bitch?
She like being called bitch. She even got this shirt that says world's angriest bitch on it.
Did I tell you about my mom, Sheila? She been putting in work.
Bite me! God, told you I was a bite. Come on.
What I did.
Get out!
Although it's I think a complicated role, especially if you're gonna try to be as authentic with it as possible, because it is easy to kind of sensationalize this particular character. I had lived with it for so many years, trying to make the movie with Ben. When it was time to finally shoot it, it felt like Langston was already there. Langston was sitting in the back of my head the entire time. I think subconsciously I was building this character because it took so long to, when I came on as a producer, I did to kind of just take the project and do as much as I can to have it made. So in some aspects it was very difficult. But on the day when it was time, I think Langston was ready to go.
Hey. It's okay. Your mom's is here now. I'll take care of you. From here on out, no leaving the house without me. Got it?
I see characters like this every day in my neighborhood. In fact, we shot it in my neighborhood. I grew up with characters like this. I think characters like this, there are elements of us are characters like this. I mean, Langston isn't so different from most people. He has a dream and he has limitations. He just happens to have more limitations, which makes his dream even bigger. So, but I don't see him as being so different from us.
For casting, we had great fortune to have the help of Paul Schnee and Carrie Barden, who cast some of my favorite films. We had been financed several years before we shot the film at a much higher budget. And that was when we secured our casting directors. And they one of the people that they brought to me was, for the lead, was Gbenga Akinnagbe. And shortly after we did our first round of auditions for the lead character for Langston, our money fell through, and we stopped making the movie. And the movie was done, I thought. But Gbenga had read the script and become inspired, and really chased me down to make the movie. And I was like, "There's no movie to make here," and he was insistent that he felt he was as moved by the script as me and my co-writer Brian Abrams were when we wrote it. And he was determined to see the movie made, and really picked me up off the floor and dragged me across the finish line in getting the movie made.
It was a fascinating journey with Ben. We had our ups and downs. It's been years. I always say it's been like a marriage. Uh, and some things we really clicked on, like for example, just the story. This is something that he and Brian created, and they fell in love with the story they created, and then I came along and I fell in love with it, and so we have this group of people, these guys who all are in love with this story and want to make this story, but we're all very different people. So you have to there's the push and take and give, and I think we all grew a great deal in this process. I know we did, so it was a growth process, and I'm actually very grateful to Ben and Brian for for the ride, the journey. I mean, still continuing. We're doing festivals now.
Wow, cool. This, what do we have here?
I know you know more about it than me, but I read it too. Dr. Grill Brickstone, MD, he definitely saying that I need the Emitride, 20 milligrams, twice a day. And the Penephrine, I'm thinking like 40 milligrams. I'm gonna walk you through it. Now, the doctor in here, Dr. Grill Brickstone, MD, he write all about getting mentally excellent.
Okay, listen. I think I see what you're getting at, but much as we'd like, one can't mix and match powerful psychotropic medications a la carte. Potentially dangerous side effects could occur.
See, I think you're missing the high side though. Because potentially mind-straightening effects can occur too, right?
Do you know if you've ever been screened for pervasive developmental disorders, like Asperger's or high-functioning autism?
Yeah, I checked. I'm good.
Look, Langston, it sounds like you're hoping to address your developmental delays with the aid of some of the new treatments that are available.
You good. Exactly. You the man I'm looking for.
To be honest, Langston, the type of results you're looking for are simply not possible. There is much we can do to treat you, however.
But Dr. Grill Brickstone, ND, he already laid it all out here in the RX Advisor. See, so all you got to do is write the description for the Emitride and the Penephrine, and dominoes, we got us a jump ball.
Sorry, just can't do that.
I see you won some awards
What?
on your wall.
Oh, you mean my diplomas? Yes, well, they do have special meaning. That one there, my baccalaureate, had to be replaced owing to some smoke. Hey, where are you going?
We're doing festivals now. Thank God we're doing very well in festivals, and I always say the movie's our baby, and now the baby is about to graduate to middle school. Then hopefully we got to get into college, and we all got to get together, the three of us, and figure out how to pay for college, and that's distribution. And so you have different perspectives on parenting, which is making this movie, and you hash it out.
I don't think you should come back here anymore.
Sound like I'm trying to stick you up.
You signed your own name on it.
You just go see the goddamn Dr. Lane instead of doing your goddamn arts and crafts and them love letters.
Have you ever even been to Manhattan before? Press the button. Ain't you used an intercom before?
I'm more of a face-to-face kind of cat.
Langston, I know who you are.
No one can know I'm here right now, so you keep that low.
Y'all know shit. Alicia ain't want me around if I ain't mentally excellent.
From here on out, no leaving the house without me. Got it?
Please, Dr. Grill Brickstone, MD. I need that scripture now.